4. Go on 4. Let's do it. Let's do it. Natural resources, environment, energy, climate. Go. I'm full page.
What are we trying to achieve as a group as an end result?
Well,
what is the object?
What we do, the report that Sarah is typing up right now, which is the one found in the back, page 22, is going to be submitted to New Hampshire Listens. And what we do, and it's actually usually me that does this personally, I will take each group's report, all 3, and I will look and basically find what are the common themes. So I almost do a summary of this. It's like a meta summary, a summary of the summaries. And that gets posted on our website for all people to see. And that information is then sent along to the Regional Planning Commission, and then the Regional Planning Commission goes ahead and they are allowed to make recommendations to the legislature. We're not necessarily looking for consensus, but we just want to see what are the main points of concern that you guys have. What are the things that you want to talk about? What are things that maybe you're not worried about? What are things that you don't want to be prioritized? So that's passed along from the planning commissions to legislators, because it's ultimately the legislature's responsibility to make any of these changes, and it's...
I don't think that's the responsibility of Regional Planning Commission. Regional Planning Commission is an advisory group to local councils. I don't think they advise the legislature.
Another question.
Help, speak up, I can't hear you.
Where's the town?
Where's the town?
Yeah, I mean, bypass somewhere along the line.
Well, I mean, the regional planning commissions are going to, maybe I did misspeak, but they're going to pass along the recommendations as their statutory responsibility. I mean, they're going to do what the statute that established regional planning commissions. We have there's a paragraph, I think, at the beginning of this. And I asked you to refer to that paragraph.
Towns have to support it, so...
No, it's not. You're members of it.
Right, members, the members. You don't have to do that.
All of this stuff here, whose idea? This didn't come from the town.
This was a framework established by Granite State Future in collaboration with regional planning commissions and New Hampshire Listens. If you have any questions, I really ask you, if you have any questions, to please refer them to New Hampshire Listens. We are here to go through the process.
We're here for that information.
I am telling you, sir, you are welcome to get this information. But if you have questions about how this was compiled, I recommend that you send along a question to our director, Bruce Mallory. I'll be glad to give you his email address, and you can send him an email, or you can call him on his office phone, and you can leave him a message, and you can ask him about how this was compiled. But we're here tonight to go through the process and not talk about... Well, sir, if you want to participate in the group process, you can participate in the group process. Your views, I can note your views, that you have questions as to how this was compiled, but I can't give you the answer.
You don't have that information, how this was compiled. You're facilitating in both states.
It is my job to take what was given to me and facilitate a conversation, and that's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. And I'm trying to keep the process moving along.
And I'm asking, where is the bottom up? We're talking about that.
This is the bottom up. This is... No, it's not. Wait a minute, let me finish. In any community forum that you have, and you've invited community people into this forum, this is how you do a bottom-up process. You're asking for input from community members here, and I really disagree with you saying that this isn't what it is. Because when you're asking for community input from members of communities in a diverse setting, this is what community bottom-up work is.
Can I say something to say I disagree with you politely?
You can disagree with me.
You can feel free to disagree, but we're going to ask, if you're going to participate in this conversation, to please participate along with the guide, because that's how we're running this conversation. If you don't want to be a part of it, that's fine, but if you're going to be here, you're going to be a part of the group, I ask that you engage in the group process so we can move along.
And if you have questions about how the guide was put together and the content, then feel free to contact NHListens or Bruce Mallory at the Parsi Institute, and he'll be happy to go over that detail with you. Well, you can go to their website and they have staff members and you can talk to them.
This information was compiled by New Hampshire. It says right here at the bottom, compiled by New Hampshire Listens and UNH.
Well, each regional planning commission was a part of putting the information together, both the data that's in the back and the content for tonight. So the staff from North Country Council as well as the 9 regional planning commissions have been meeting to work on this for probably a year now. So they have been involved.
I would like to make a suggestion right now that I, as a member of this group, would like to see this kind of discussion within the local community.
Well, I think what I'm getting at, I can't sit here and say I represent the town of Ashland, but getting this information and getting some of this dialogue going also inspires me to bring it back certainly to my planning board and have the same kind of discussions and starting to network with other people.
I feel like you're presenting from top down.
No, we're not. I am sitting here to gather the same amount of information, perspectives, ideas. And to say that somebody higher up than me is putting something down upon me to do this is not true.
I'd just like to clarify, and maybe I think I probably wasn't clear about this at the beginning. These 10 or 12 sessions we're doing around the state are designed for a regional approach, and you can participate at your local level, whether you're in your neighboring community, and you can talk to the North Country Council about how they're doing that. They have many, many activities, or the Regional Planning Commission in your area. So there are ways to do that in your local community. But I would encourage, I hear from the group, what I'm hearing from the group is we should stay on task and move through the agenda.
I came here to be heard about these issues. I'm just getting sick.
Thank you very much for speaking.
I will note what you said. I will note that you want this to be done in a local approach. I will do that. But I do ask that we're going to continue to go through the guide. We only have a finite amount of time. We don't have much time. We're already somewhat behind schedule. So I would like to keep this conversation moving. So we're going to move on now to Focus 4, and I'm going to again throw the question.
It has to be known minds to death, not to consider this about issues that are coming out on the Northern Pass. There are a lot of people who are feeling like they're exploited from these sectors. People are coming to New Hampshire, taking advantage of our resources, and we're not getting advantage of it. It's not my view, but that's the hot topic right now.
So just generally concern over Northern Pass.
That's good, yeah.
Well, I think we're not reaping the benefits of that. It's going to Massachusetts, the energy that from the Northern Pass. If that happens, it's going to Massachusetts. It's not staying in New Hampshire where we can take it.
There's actually, they don't need the electricity in New Hampshire. That's why they're not taking it.
And plus, the flip side of that is that we're not developing local energy resources because of that. In other words, if they were doing that, all attention and time and money is going into these big mega projects rather than looking at how to get self-sufficient at the local level in energy. So I would say local energy sufficiency is a concern.
Conservation, I think.
What is it? Conservation, yeah.
Is the number
That's a
one
good
thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to burn. You don't have to burn carbon. You don't need it. Right. So it's in the book. Well, yeah, but if you buy a car that gets 40 miles to the gallon. Yeah, well, if I could afford a $50,000 car, well, okay, leave that argument aside. Let's say if you could get one before, then go get 40,000 miles to the gallon. That would be then you would use less fuel than you would if you had 20 gallons. So you would be using less carbon, right? So, I mean, it's in your interest, but there's a upfront cost, so you have to tax that as also for this. And we have to invest in our infrastructure for energy conservation. Otherwise, we're going to endlessly use our limited resources, carbon resources, which are limited.
GrokTV.